Broadcasting across California with Nikki Lorenzo. This is Inside California Politics.
Glad you're with us this week. I'm Nikki Lorenzo in Sacramento. We are in the home stretch. Election Day just a couple of days away now, and we have our final poll in the governor's race. So here to help us break down this latest snapshot in time, veteran Republican strategist and founder and president of Stutzman Public Affairs, Rob Stutzman, and another vet on the Democrat side, Andrew Acosta, founder of Acosta Consulting. Guys, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Again, new polling in the governor's race. If we can bring up the numbers that we have from our partners with Emerson College, and look, you basically see the cluster at the top with Javier Becerra, Tom Steyer, and Republican Steve Hilton. I just want, as we always do, I just want to get your take. Rob, I'll start with you on these latest numbers with Election Day right around the corner.
Well, we're seeing that this is consolidated, right? It's basically a two-man race now amongst the Democrats. Hilton has consolidated Republican vote. The threat to him would be that he doesn't consolidate enough of it to make the runoff. Given what we know about early return of ballots, I think Hilton's probably okay to make the runoff.
Okay.
In fact, I think very likely. But this is, you know, people are holding on to ballots. The election is happening right now, this weekend. And it's still a bit of a jump ball between Becerra and Steyer. The question is, does the polling, this poll and others out this week, just encourage Democrats holding ballots to vote for the frontrunner, Becerra, and pull him even further away?
Yeah, Andrew, what do you think of the numbers? And I also had a question posed to me this week from someone outside of California that was asking about turnout. It says, who does low turnout support?
That's a good question. I think, you know, what's happening on the ground is, as Rob alluded to, the people holding ballots are older Democrats. And it's clear, looking at, you know, what's coming in races I'm working on, the large amount of voters over 65 that are clutching onto those ballots. Do they now see these numbers and say, I got to make a safe choice? I'm deathly afraid of a Republican making the top two, so I'm going to vote for the Becerra train as it's leaving the station. And then low turnout. I mean, I think in looking at what, you know, what everyone is saying in terms of turnout being, you know, is it mid-30s in a race like this? And, you know, low turnout, couple points here and there make a difference. I think, to Rob's point, it looks like the Republican vote is consolidating around Hilton, and the Republican vote is moving at a quicker clip than Democrats right now. So we'll have a better idea on election night where Hilton stands. The rest of this could be a little bit undetermined for a couple weeks.
When we think about how long we've been voting here in the state of California, when people started getting their ballots going out on May 4th, and still the low voter turnout, and people really not sure. I mean, why do you think that is?
Well, because we've overpolled, and we've scared these Democrats into thinking that, oh my gosh, you're going to have two Republicans, and they're all mini strategists now trying to figure out how to make sure their vote counts, and they don't want to choose the wrong candidate. So if they like Katie Porter a couple weeks ago or Mahan, they've now moved on to figure out who is going to win. Now, if they see all these polls in the last week and there's a whole bunch of Becerra's going to win, they might just get on board and Becerra pulls away at the end.
Rob, I see you nodding.
Yeah, it's a lot of voters that have been worried about making a mistake. We got to vote the right way. I just think at this point, given how slow the returns are, about 12% as we head into the weekend, that eventually most people just don't vote.
Okay.
I think we are headed for this mid-30% best scenario turnout, and right now we know that really helps Hilton. Because Hilton's a leader in the clubhouse. The Republicans have more votes in. We know he's ahead in the votes that have people who have voted, according to a Berkeley poll that's also out this week. So I think this lower turnout now just takes away any headroom for Steyer to have enough volume to get above Hilton into a top two, which is, I think, the only way Steyer advances. I think it's just pretty clear that Becerra is pretty much a lock to be the top Democrat vote getter.
You guys have been involved in politics for a long time. Can you think of an election where you've seen a race like this down to the wire?
Not for governor like this. In a primary under this top two system, we could all think of legislative examples, you know, those types of races, but nothing like this. And to Andrew's point, I agree. This has become about process and politics instead of really kind of electing a governor the way you should, which is like, well, let's litigate their credentials and the issues, the policies. Right? Yeah. I mean, Becerra is likely to win, which means he's likely governor if he runs against Hilton. And he's perfectly qualified. He has a lot of experience, but he's been very light on a lot of policy.
Yeah, it's kind of been like a wait and see. I'm going to get in there and we'll kind of see how